The Ultra Fit, the Neo Hybrid, and also the Slim Armour are some of the best cases that you can get for your Nexus 5. Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and today we're going to be looking at my best top 3 cases for the Google Nexus 5. First off, the Ultra Fit, and I've got it here in bright red, and right now it can be picked up for £7.95 over at Amazon, and I'll leave descriptions down below. Now this is the slimmest of all the cases that I've got here. It is the top and the bottom completely open, and just in general is a very lightweight case compared to the others. The Neo Hybrid, again coming in bright red, is the most expensive case on the list at $17.99. Now it is actually made up of 2 separate parts. You do have like an outer bumper style case, as well as a very flexible inner TPU. Now this does give a very good protection to the phone, although it is quite square in the design, so it makes the phone a bit bigger than what you're used to, and in my opinion a lot harder to use. And then we have the Slim Armour, and I've got it here in smooth black, and this is coming at a very medium price at $14.99. Now again, much like the Neo Hybrid, this also comes in 2 separate parts. Now instead of having a bumper style case, it comes with the inner TPU and also a plastic back shell to give some added protection. Now this is the most protective case out of the 3 that I've got here. You can tell by the design and things that it is very protective in the way that it's built. And just for the fact that there are 2 separate parts, I would though recommend putting it on your phone as one whole piece. Now onto how the phones actually feel and look inside the cases, and we're going to start off here with the Ultra Fit case. Now like I said, this is the slimmest of the 3 cases and does give a very slim profile to the phone. It doesn't add much bulk or anything like that at all. The camera cutout is very ample, and it does still raise the camera off of the table, which is very nice. There's hardly any lay on the table design, which is definitely a bit disappointing with this phone, so I would recommend that if you are putting this case back down, I would put it down on the back instead of on the front, and just for the fact that you do want to protect that screen, or at least have a screen protector handy. Now one thing that I would say, headphones fit into the case perfectly fine. There's no issues at all. That's kind of the test that I do with all the cases that I get to make sure that I can listen to my music when I am out and about. But overall, a very lightweight case. Now onto the Neo Hybrid case, and like I mentioned, the style of this case, although it's not the most protective case out of the 3, does give it a very square feel, and I'm not necessarily a fan. The Nexus 5 does have a curved back, but this case completely gets rid of that. Now it does offer some good protection. The buttons themselves are very responsive. I've not had any issues with those at all, and they're very nice with the chrome accents that you get. Now one thing that I would say, again, the camera cutout on the back is very ample as well, and again it does lift that off of the table. Now this one though does have great lay on the table design, so if you are going to be putting the phone face down, you're not going to have any trouble at all. Now zooming in here on the headphone jack, you can see that it is quite recessed, as well as the actual microphone itself, but overall I've not had any issues. I'm not really using an oversized connector or anything, and again with the micro USB and the speakers and microphone on the bottom, I've not had any issues at all. Now my Philips headphones actually fit perfect, so if you do have any oversized headphones, they may cause some issue, but if you're using any kind of stock headphones and maybe the more cheaper ones with the thinner headphone jack, then again you're not going to have any trouble at all with this case. So overall the size is very cumbersome, like I say, but if you are looking for some protection, then you definitely can't go wrong with the Neo Hybrid. And that then brings us on to the Slim Armour. Now spoiler alert guys, this is actually my favourite Spigen case that is available right now for the Nexus 5. Just not in only the design, but the way that the case actually feels. You can see that on the edges it does actually slightly curve down, so you're not going to get that squared off feeling that you're going to be getting with the Neo Hybrid case. And it also offers great protection with lay on the table, which isn't too raised, but it's still going to offer you some great protection. Now one thing that I would say, I'm not sure whether it's just the model that I've got, but I'm having some issues with the power button, with having to press it a couple of times for it to recognize it, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But the volume keys are also very responsive, not had any issues with those at all. Now if you look on the back of the device as well, you can also see that the camera cutout is very ample, and it actually raises it off a lot more than any of the cases that I've got, and there are also little feet as well, so even if you're putting the phone backside down, you're not going to have any trouble at all. Now the headphone jack, again, like the Neo Hybrid, is quite recessed, but again with my Philips headphones it fits in perfect. I've not had any problems at all. Now obviously micro USB cables and things fit fine on all of these cases, so you don't have to worry about that. And obviously the case design itself is overall your opinion. Depending on which case you like, whether you want protection or thinness or just the ease of use, there are 3 great options here from Spigen. And that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. If you've got any thoughts or comments, do leave them down in the description below. And just in general, if you've got an alternative case, maybe not from Spigen, that you guys prefer, then do let me know and I will see if I can check that out. Now, like I say, guys, you can't go wrong with any of these cases, but in my personal opinion, I would say that the slim Armour case is definitely the best. Now, just in terms of the design, the way that the case feels and looks, and also the price itself coming in at $14.99, sometimes there are sales as well, you definitely can't go wrong. So, I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass. This has been a look at my top 3 Spigen cases, and I will catch you guys in the next one.